God love is only true in fairy tales. Wait for someone else, but not for little leaves. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. But down in my mind, I'm in love. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. It's more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. But down in my mind, I'm in love. I'm a believer, I could leave her if I tried. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. But down in my mind, I'm in love. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. What's the use in trying? So many times of touching the stove, you get burnt over and over again. I asked for sunshine once in my life. Did I receive it? Did I receive it? What did I get? Rain! I got rain! I got rain! I got rain! I got rain! Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. I'm a That was so good. You would think that after 5 years of not singing with my friends, that we would all not be good at it. But we're so good at it. I'm so happy to be singing not only with my friends, but for. If you liked that, that was a prepositionally based twist of phrase. When I was in this group, I wasn't sure where I would land once I exited it. And now I write a lot of things. I review fashion shows internationally. I'm a published author. And so that's what I'm doing with my life now. I'm dating a very wonderful lady who couldn't be here tonight. But she's really great and I love her a lot. But she's not here. So I just wanted to tell you guys, if anyone was worried about me, I'm doing well. And the next song, we're gonna sing.
We are. It's a great one.
Oh, Liam. Liam is touring the world.
Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shining away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take me on, I'll be I'm Martinez, but that's me, stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Stay after me. It's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, take on me, take. Is it right for just to play my worries away? You're everything I've got to remember, shining away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me, take on me, take on me, take me on. For those of you that don't know, that's just a stupid thing I do, and I'm sorry you had to see that. So my name's Liam. I was in the group in 2012 and 2013. Pretty awesome time. I think the testament to how many people came back to always come back to these shows you how good of a time everybody has when they're here. We love seeing our friends. We love being back. We love performing for you guys. Thank you so much. I'm kind of an unemployed homeless person at the moment, and I kind of have been for about 6 years. I graduated college in 2013, And then I did Hyena Sound. And then immediately after that, I started touring with a show called American Idiot, which is really awesome. I've had incredible opportunities. I've been on tour on and off with different shows ever since then. The longest I've been in one place was like 2 or 3 months at a time, which is really awesome, and I am so thankful for the jobs that I have, and I love traveling, and I've always wanted this, and I'm reaching my goals and my dreams, and it is so cool. But I would just like to point out how awesome normal life is to me now. Every time I think I go to bed, I dream, and I'm like, okay, one day, I'm gonna have a really nice matching soap dispenser. And then I'm gonna have a matching carpet and curtain in the bathroom. Yes! So I have been collecting all of these things on tour. I really am excited to decorate my place eventually. Maybe. I really just want to live somewhere. Basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I want to get off tour so that I can find a place to hang my giant commissioned painting of a giraffe. So yeah, let's sing some songs. What's this next one? This next one, I don't remember what that means. It's don't know what it is, but I know that I can't live without her. She's got a way of pleasing. I don't know what it is, but there doesn't have to be a reason anyway. She's got a smile that heals me. Don't know what it is, but I have to laugh when she reveals me. She's got a way of talking. I don't know what it is, but it lifts me up when we are walking anywhere. She comes to me when I'm feeling down, inspires me without a sound. She touches me and I get turned around. She's got a way of showing how I make her feel, and I find the strength to keep on going, and she's got a light around her. Everywhere she goes, a million dreams of love surround her. Anywhere she comes to me when I'm feeling down, inspires me without a sound. She touches me and I get turned around. She's got a smile that heals me. I don't know what it is, but I have to laugh when she reveals me, and she's got a way about her. I don't know what it is,
is so cool to be here. It's so cool to be a part of this, and it's like kind of weird, but mostly cool. Just to see all these friendly faces and so many people I haven't seen in a while. Anyway, my name is Noah. I am not 22. I live in New York right now. New York. Big Apple, and I guess, things have happened in the past 5 years. I guess the most important thing that I'd love to share with you guys, happened to meet a lovely lady. Her name is Kelsey. She's somewhere in the audience. There she is. And as of a couple months ago, we are engaged. And I think that that's relevant to this. Hyannis actually plays a huge part in that. 5 years ago, when we were singing on Cape, we were just friends back then, and we did a gig, and I sang this song, and she happened to be in the audience, and hopefully maybe that helped. So here we are today, and singing that song and having someone to sing it to is really special to me. So it's an absolute pleasure to be back, and we're gonna keep moving along. We have much more songs to sing, and I hope you enjoy them.
Someday, when I'm awfully old, when the world is cold, I will feel the glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, oh, with your smile so warm, and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you, and the way you look tonight. Tenderness grows, it's tearing my fears apart, and that laugh, oh, it wrinkles your nose, but it touches my foolish heart. Lovely, no, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. Touches my foolish heart. Oh, lovely, no, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it?
some stuff inside. My name's Sean Switzer. Yeah, I was in the group from 2013 through 2015. I am 23 years old, so I think there was something like I was the first guy to like be younger than the group itself. Like the group is older than me, so that was really fun. It was like I did my freshman year of college, and that's like a whirlwind. You have so much independence. And I like was hardly ever home, like no curfew, do whatever you want. And then it's like I got into Hyannis Sound, so it was just like more college. Just really fun. Like totally. I mean, like if I have a son, like I'll be like, oh man, like you're in for a treat. Freshman year in Hyannis Sound, it's nuts. But it's been really fun. Since then, I have graduated college. I went to Fairfield U. I moved to Stags. Oh my God, how's that? I moved to New York City. And yeah, there we go. And I sing a lot. I've been doing a lot of session work recently, which is where you come into like a recording studio and they give you music and they record you doing that. I edit videos, I walk dogs, and I just do a bunch of random jobs. And actually, this some will really humble you. I did this job for the holiday season. I was just on backstage as soon as I moved to New York, so I was just like auditioning for everything. And there was something where they're like seeking an a cappella singer who can sing tenor, two, and bass to round out a singing toy soldiers ensemble. I'm like, oh man. They're like, you get paid per gig, and they also said only apply if you have a car. And I have a car, but it's back in Jersey. Like I don't have access to the car. I was desperate, and I was sick of just walking dogs and doing things other than singing to make money. So I was like, I gotta do this. So I went in and I got it, and dude, oh my God, let me tell you, so we were in, basically this company, it's considered an entertainment company, and they have multiple acts, which like corporate companies can hire out, or private parties, and one of these acts is the Singing Toy Soldiers Trio. And so there's 3 of us, they have 5 guys who like can do it, and basically we get these red outfits, it's like the full thing. Like, the Wooden Toy Soldier, we got this stuff called Clown White. You smear your face in Clown White, and ruby red lipstick. And one of our first gigs was at the Short Hills Mall in Short Hills, New Jersey, which is like 10 minutes from like where I grew up. So of course, I'm seeing like so many people I know. Oh my God. So yeah, that was pretty humbling. It's been fun, I can't complain. I survive. Like I can take care of myself. It's okay. It's going okay. Maybe even a year I'll be really good. It's going okay. And I see these guys sometimes. Brandon and I are neighbors, so sometimes we hang out, and life is good. Anyway, this next song is I love this song. This is like the first song that like my first summer. But once we sang this in rehearsal, I was like, oh my God, everyone here is so good, and Andy's gonna sing it.
Do
this is thanks. I got a name just like everyone else. I am originally from Bristol, Connecticut. I was in the group for 4 summers from 2011 to 2014. We'll continue adjusting this. Yeah, life has been pretty awesome. I was in a group for 4 summers, like I mentioned, and then after that I moved. Well, I was on a cruise ship for a second, and then I moved to New York for 2 seconds, and then I am now living in Los Angeles. West Coast. Yes. Yeah, and it's really, really great. Just setting up shop there. I got into an a cappella group that does a little bit of touring, local jazz group called Impact, M-BAC. Yes. Thank you. And it's a super cool experience. The group is super tight-knit and very, very musical, and so it's a really fulfilling experience for me as a musician and also as a singer, and getting to tour the world is really, really, really cool. And it's a project that I get to, have a lot of creative input on, and that's really important to me, and that's really, really super cool. But while I moved to LA, I've had to piece my life together in little, in places because, it's not like a full-time thing just yet. So, you have to find other ways to do things. I drove Lyft for a little while. I've been working at a restaurant for a little while, and kind of like what Sean was talking about earlier. One of the funny jobs that I had was that I worked for a singing telegram company. It's your birthday, and then George Michael shows up out of nowhere and sings Freedom 90. This is a true story. But I think probably the weirdest one that I had to do, and it was a very short-lived thing because this was the final straw, was that she calls me up and she's like, hey, so I have a client who, she wants the hip-hop chicken. Janice, what's the hip-hop chicken? She's like, well, yeah, I have this chicken outfit, and I want you to put it on, and this girl is turning 18, and she wants you to, I want you to go to P.F. Chang's, where she's having her birthday party, and I want you to write a rap and deliver this rap to this girl. And boy, did I. Also, a funny story. So I'm in the middle of doing this rap. I bought a random fat beats on iTunes. It's not whatever. And I'm trying to rap over this thing, and then I realize P.F. Chang's is a restaurant that likes to set the mood. They keep their lights nice and dim. And so I'm trying to read, and then all of a sudden I'm and I just lost the words. Hey. Sweet. So yeah, it was a good time. Anyway, that one did not quite work out for that well. Did not work out that well for that long. Great. But I'm so happy to be here. It is so great to be back on the East Coast, to hang out with my friends and get to see my sisters here, and that's really cool. So family. Yeah, it's awesome. So thank you guys for coming up. Thank you for supporting this awesome organization. It is always a blast to be back here. This next song is one that's actually really, really meaningful for us. It got arranged pretty late in the summer, but it's a ballad that really, really speaks to us, and we've had an amazing time singing to it. And certain crowds don't quite get it. Some crowds really, really love it. So we really, really hope that you guys enjoy it tonight. We brought to you by Mark.
Rocks in the treetops all day long, hopping and a bopping and singing this song. All the little birds on Janice Street, all of you rock and roll.
I was the best soloist in 2013. They gave me all the toughest songs. That was not Blackbird, we could not get that together. We did my other Bird song, which was really the song of the summer. My name's Mark. I was in the group from 2011 to 2013. I'm originally from Hanover, New Hampshire, and I live in Philadelphia now with my wife. We got married in 2016, and almost everyone who was on stage was able to come, which was really, really meaningful. Andy, who is the world's biggest troll, was my best man. And, it was great. You might notice that there are only 9 of us on stage right now. We have 2 more songs for you, but we need 10 people to do it. So we're actually going to call up Colin Egan to sing his last verse. Talk about Colin because he's one of my best friends and a brilliant musician. He's actually been doing the sound for us all night long. He's done but he's got a new single out on Spotify. And like, not only because he's my friend, but because I really, really love the track. Check it out, it's awesome. It's called Work This Out. He wrote it, produced it, all the vocals. It's a brilliant piece of music. Colin is one of the most thoughtful musicians that I know. He really sort of absorbs as much as he can about modern music and the history of sort of pop, and he's really smart about how he approaches what he does, and I think it comes through really well. And the song's also a bop, so check it out. It's called Work This Out. Colin rocks. We have 2 more songs for you. The next one is actually a meaningful ballad that we sang a lot that summer. And it's going to be brought to you by Andy and Devin.
I can see Jared really.
It's not just something you take, it's given. Oh, round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. I'm really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like you can't live without you. But it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. Want you to stay.
The reason I hold on,
'Cause I need this hold going.
honey, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one that needed saving. 'Cause when you've never seen the light, it's hard to know which one of us is taking. Not really sure how to feel about something in a way
Makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way.
I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want you to
I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Devin. I was in the group from 2013 to 2014. We've got one more song for you guys. We're super excited to be here, but a little more about me. I've been down in Atlanta for the past 4 years. My beautiful, smart, amazing fiance, Liz Cook, she's in the audience. She packed up all of her stuff, moved there down with me, and it's been a wild ride. I went to chiropractic school at Life University. Doesn't sound like a real school. Thank you for the people. Just trying to help you. Yeah, so kind of an interesting experience was, they say like as soon as you start, you really want to start getting that clinical experience, shadowing doctors, stuff like that. And I shadowed this one doctor. I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna go, I can find the absolute best in town down in Atlanta. So I looked up Tony Robbins chiropractor. If you don't know Tony Robbins, he's amazing, super motivational speaker. I want to be him, but I have obvious physical limitations. But anyway, I'm super nervous. I call him up, I'm like, hey, would it be okay if I come and shadow you, whatever? He's like, yeah, let me see, I'll clear my schedule for you, but yeah, it'll be fine. So all of a sudden I'm like, oh, guys, this guy's like serious, he's a guy, right? And I show up to the office, and he's like, all right, so obviously the first thing that you need to know how to do is answer the phone. So, you know, this is LifeWorks Chiropractic. You know, I'll do a run through, I'll show you how to do it. And the phone rings, and he goes, Rackle Crackle Chiropractic, this is Dr. Wade! It's like, oh, what? This is not Tony Robbins Chiropractic. But he had Tony Robbins' number for an entire year, and apparently for a while Tony Robbins was selling his personal telephone number for $1 million. Yeah, it was worth it. He got it for free though. But anyway, yeah, it was a super great experience. I'm actually living back up here. I live right in Mattapoisett. If you guys need a chiropractor, I'm here. Devin Barley, Barley Wellness, 508-9979. Last song, it's pretty apropos for the weather we had outside earlier.
Humidity is rising, it's rising, barometers get low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. 'Cause tonight for the first time, just about half past 10, for the first time in history, it's gonna start raining. It's raining men. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna let myself catch absolutely soaking wet. It's raining.
songs and then sing it home.
One, two, three.
Since it's Alumni Day, I want to peel back the curtain a bit on something that's really kind of like really silly nonsense that we've been doing forever. And I'm surprised that we're still doing it because it takes up so little brain space. I'm surprised people remember it. But, so I was here in summer '96, and before that I was in Townsend's brief experiment in Rhode Island, the Newport Sound. And then I decided, so in '97 I actually wasn't planning to come back. And I showed up on Memorial Day, and there were only 9 guys there. And Brendan, is Brendan here? No. So Brendan and Nick Niles, they cornered me in the house. I came to orientation. They're like, "We're missing a guy. Do you want to come back?" I'm like, "Let me think about that for like a half second." Yes. So I decided to stay for the summer. And Brendan comes downstairs to the living room. And Brendan has an amazing way with words. He goes, "Hey, check it out, guys. Warren's going to be our cool Mr. 10th guy." Like, what? And I was like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, "What?" So I decided to stay for the summer. So fast forward 15 years, we have the 15th year reunion of the '97 lineup a couple years ago. It was an awesome time. We brought up all sorts of stuff, including Mr. 10th Guy and all the jokes. And so the following week, that following Friday night, I'm on a run. And I live in the center of the amazing city within a city that is Brooklyn, New York. And I can't run more than 6 miles. My orthopedist says I have a floating kneecap. So I decide it's almost exactly 6 miles to the Cyclone, the roller coaster on Coney Island from my apartment. So as you're running down Ocean Parkway, there's an elevated subway that's parallel to the beach that gives sort of an air of, like, it adds to the air of like the carnival atmosphere there. And so I'm running along, and I'm in like running gear and running sneakers, like my iPod attached to my arm, and I've got like headphones on, and I'm running down, and as I'm about to hit the elevated subway, some guy steps right in front of me, and he goes, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" I was like, my first reaction is most people peg me for Italian, so this guy's got good Judar. So I said, "Yes, I am." He goes, "Do you have a few minutes?" And then I immediately knew what he was talking about. Because in Jewish tradition, you need to have at least 10 men to hold a religious service. So I said, sure. I said, oh no. I said, now what I said? I said, and I swear to God, this is the first thing I said, why? Do you need a cool Mr. Tent guy? And he's like, we need a tent guy. So that's how I ended up. Some of the guys said I ended up worshiping with 9 complete strangers in a Lubavitcher Chabad in Brighton Beach. The whole point of my story is it was awesome that 15 years later, with my floating kneecap and my bum ankle and losing all my low notes and my high notes and a daughter on the way and a mortgage, I could still be somebody's cool Mr. Tent. Excellent. So not only is what do you call it now? Cool, what is it? Cool Man 10. Cool Man 10. Oh, fancy. Not only is he the Cool Man 10 of 2018, he is also the Cool Man 10 squared. Because those of you who may not be aware, he is the 100th member of the High End Society. I'm so happy that these guys know these arrangements. They actually sing as part of their repertoire, stuff we've been doing since even before I was in the group, which is insane. And here's one of them. I'm going to go back and stop. Cool Man 11.
Yeah, I was wondering why that's
I saw that was obviously Shenandoah, said it a few times. And that was actually my first time singing that to an audience. My name's Colin. I was in the group from 2010 to 2012, and I was Cool Man 10 by default, because no one else was in my class. Actually, one of the guy that I kind of swapped in for was Dave Snell, who's here tonight. Yes. It's been really special being back and just being like feeling the Cape family again. I miss it every time I'm not here, and it's always wonderful to just come back and be embraced and have all of these brothers that just like give me a big old hug and see how I'm doing. And I'm doing okay, you know? I'm doing good. I live in Brooklyn, New York. And I quit my day job a year and a half ago, and now I'm doing freelance music and production and digital production. So. I couldn't have done any of it without this group. So many of my like connections that like help me get gigs, and honestly, I even work for T. So there's just like a wonderful like web of like creativity and kindness that has just kind of propelled me forward and given me like the strength and the courage to just kind of like push on, even when I don't know when I'm getting my rent check. It's just wonderful, and even just as a testament to how much this group has just kind of like helped buoy me up. I'm going to Germany in December and January to sing with Fredo and Sean and my wife. It's really wild. Like saying that, it just feels really crazy that I'm kind of living a bit of a dream, and this group honestly made a lot of that happen. So I'm really grateful for it. Thank you. And this next song is going to be one that you've probably heard before, and we really enjoy singing it for you at alumni shows. Feels good, right? Enjoy.
One, two, three,
Thank you guys so much. That was Sister Golden Hair by America. My name is Phil Landry. I was in the highest sound from 2007 to 2010. It was the greatest 4 summers of my life, quite frankly. We've kept you guys for a long show, and you have been very patient with us as we've indulged and spun the clock back, or tried to spin the clock back a little bit. And we thank you so much. So I just have a few things that I would really like to say, a couple individuals that I would love to call out that this night wouldn't have happened had they not been so generous with their time. A couple people, Jason Burke, the business manager of this year's night. Business manager is the guy behind the scenes, making this entire thing, making this entire summer logistically happen. It's a thankless job, and I thank you, Jason. Thanks for keeping the train going. Nolan Roach, the operations manager of this year. This is one of the kindest, most genuine kids you'll ever meet. He's taken a huge step forward this year in a leadership role, and he, quite honestly, is concussed right now. I'm dead serious. We played Ultimate Frisbee this morning, and he took a Mark Farnham elbow to the head, and he came...
Head to the head.
Head to the head. You okay, Mark? Are you alright? Are you alright?
Phil, which team won? Which team won?
The alumni team won, but that's even better. We're not here to talk about the fact that the alumni team beat the pants off of some young strapping bucks. We're here to say Nolan was concussed and got up here and sang his heart out, and thank you, man. Ryan LaForest, who is the alumni guy this year, who's been keeping us up to date. Carl and Marianne and Mark, who helped with the sound. Thank you so much. I'd like to acknowledge the first ever High Sound year, 1994. The guys that are here: Goral, Judd. Is there anybody else here?
Mike had to leave because he has a baby.
Mikey had to leave because he had a baby, but thanks to you guys, these guys had the totally illogical and irresponsible idea of following this guy, who had the illogical and irresponsible idea of starting this group, Townsend Belial. And most of all, we would like to thank the wonderful people that are in this audience, the family and friends that come out and support us year in and year out, that will be here next year for our 25th year on campus. This is going to be our final song. It's how we close every single show that we do. It's our way of thanking you for coming out. Wishing you a safe home, and until we meet again, thank you so much.
Jared has the pitch bike. He's also leaving us after this summer. Incredible music director. Can we step quick?